right under the collar.
My, how did a spleen get lodged in here? I don't mess around with these immaculates. An intact finger. Just what that deviant of an orc was looking for.
Potent heat.
It never rains but it pours, eh? Bacon like a steak.
All smashed to bits against the wood.
Warm as dragon's breath!
Did someone leave an oven door open?
We'll have none of that, you hear? Is that one of them lovely bay-water pots? Oh, no, it's all smart.
Feeling hot? You there, Flatlander. Stay at your business. Come to play now the town's been taken, have you? Typical, you Flatlanders. Lucky for you. Well, come quickly then. There's still townsfolk on the loose, and the chase has probably made them wild as cornered dogs. One might pop out of a bush and take an eye before you can shout your own name. Better you first check in with the higher-ups. You've got Jarl, the righteous leader of Weird the Mountain, and blood-stained Gratilda, queen dog of the giant toads.
In from Silver Glen, Flatlander. You ain't got the rot, have you?
Well, I'll let you in. Get on with your business, then. Jarl and Grutilda are probably in their quarters at the back.
You may be a Flatlander, but you could be of some use yet. Sneak up behind Grutilda and stick a dagger in her skull, would you?
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One-on-one. They're keeping the peace for now. Chief's orders. That was just...
Comrade, did you hear that? It sounds like these Immaculates are at odds with the local orc savage. I'll keep a sharp eye out for anything we could use to nudge these factions closer to chaos. If we can get them to nothing would please me more than seeing Hunter's Edge cleared of the scum that destroyed it. I may not be able to undo the path,
look so fearsome without his second horn. And to think, it was a human. They say humans and orcs don't get along, but I've seen a pair at...
Soaked to the skin.
Edge little spits looking for the villagers. Afraid to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me? One on one.
They're keeping the peace for now. Chief's orders. That other tusk's yours to keep in the meantime.
That's so. Y'all comes down the forest, all try and get a rip to Sred's Canyon. Living in fear under the great Matilda.
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Is that what you call those things on your toesies? What? Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
What
Then
a
why not stand
deluge.
up and face me, boy? One on one.
They're keep...
Blasted mosquitoes. Never a moment's peace with these filthy vermin buzzing in me. Oh, ho, brother, I've crossed me pests. Brother, I think the human's asking me a question. Think I ought to tell the tiny pest who I am? Ought I tell her I love that pesky bugger might have got me all?
Matilda the Great. She is the living expertise. You want to bow to her, Eamon?
Careful what slime comes out of your mouth, you. Your mother's
You
not
don't
one
look
to
like the
tolerate
rest of the
a mess.
Immaculates that pass through here. Human, even an out disease. Come to her today, boss. I've got the human, and it's itching like mad.
What? Free to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One on one.
They're keeping the peace for now. Keep yours.
You don't look like the rest of the Immaculates that passed through here. Which tribe did you say you were from?
Go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots.
Thought you said it was me who
Those little fluffer
Now
toes.
in a second,
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
Dodge's probably lost the bloody thing of his own ass. I can hardly tell which one of them would suit me better. Am I gazing at the holes of souls? Or am I wrong altogether?
It's all mother, I'll say. The humans the one took it.
Don's probably lost the bloody thing of his own ass.
Look at every cranny now. Your mother won't volunteer a human's been feeling for them.
You know damn well I wouldn't touch anything of yours with a 10-out.
So it was Johnston that came in missing just as you were waltzing through here? Your mother won't believe it, but... Well. Thought you could get away with it, did ya? Don't look so confused, Pinky. The armory key painting my toenails pale lilac of cook on the All-Mother's right hand. If there's something she needs done by someone she knows can do it, it's small, metal, fits in a keyhole. Help us look or shove off, will ya? I've got to find the...
Armory is missing. It could prove rather worth our time to find it.
Bloody keys.
Source hunter,
Who could trust a
scavenger
big
hunter.
stupid oaf like
For
you
better
with
or
something like
worse,
that?
our resumes are growing.
I say you're so stupid the key probably fell from your pocket while you were squatting over the latrine.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket.
One side. I ain't got time for chatting until I find the damn thing. What does that matter? Quit buzzing in my ear before I squash you like we did the rest of... You'd be too if you'd misplaced something of Gratilda's. I once saw her skin her own foot soldier alive for mispronouncing All-Mother. And what's worse is, the coward's blaming his troubles on me, only because I happened to be passing by when he noticed his armory. I'd tell him to piss off and be on my way, but he threatened to tell Gratilda it's me who stole it. Somehow, I doubt I'll get to tell my side of things before my end. Not a damn thing in all the 12 hills of hell. This idiot orc has no idea where he's lost the damn thing. So he's taken to blaming me, a passerby. It's just like an orc to save his own...
Someone's there.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
If you keep that quick route, it'll be the noose for me and the rack for you. Is that what you want?
Keep what up exactly? I was only having a bit of fun.
Even a local spell the entrance in this place. I won't stand. I won't lose you over a
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
I can help it. Everybody
Dunn's probably lost the bloody thing up his own arse.
follows.
You better hope the bleeding key shows up soon.
Thought you said it was me who pocketed it.
Now in a second, every am I supposed to know what you did with the damn thing? Look in every cranny now! Your mother won't like to hear a human's been saving from an orc.
You know damn well I wouldn't touch anything of yours with a 10-hand pole.
So it was Johnston that came in fishing just as you were walking through here? Your mother won't believe it for a moment.
How long till we're not just surviving, but living?
I can't save us.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
That's the spirit. Yes. We've got to keep our homes high. The defenses are even higher.
It's all mother, I'll say. The humans, that took it.
Anything you might hear.
Dunn's probably lost the bloody thing up his own arse.
I haven't got a hole in my pocket, have I?
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale. I'd prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
Human, leave the lambs out to these. You'll come to work today, boss, and got the human, and it's itching like mad.
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you. Then why not stand up and face me, boy?
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads
It's heating up.
is uncertain.
That other trust's yours to keep in the meantime. That's so. Y'all come step forward or try and get him back to Swen's Canyon. Living in fear and the redwood to go on then, Frogskin. We'll see who'll end up beneath those boots. Is that what you call those things on your toesies? Tusk's yours to keep in the meantime. That's so.
Feeling hot under the collar. I could do with a cold drink.
I'm drenched! It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley. It seems we've already harvested the last of the ripe barley.
Ruptured, trampled.
Warm as
Toasty!
dragon's breath!
Baking like a cake.
Human, leave the lambs out to these. You'll come to work today, boss, and got the human, and it's itching like mad.
What? Afraid to address your betters, are you?
I ain't afraid of a single frog-skinned one of you.
Then why not stand up and face me, boy? One on one.
They're keeping the
I can hardly tell which one of them. Look here! Look at you! How I admire one whose head is lodged so firmly upon their shoulder. Not I, alas. I fare not so. For I may replace my battered cranium as jauntily as a wizard may his hands. Just why make a permanent choice? Why not cater to the occasion as called for? I would, and so I ask, where are you, O ephemeral soul? If in a tooth you may be pulled, if in an arm you may be broken, where are you? As have we all. Townsfolk would sit on these benches and talk about their day. Now their mouths neither talk nor snigger any longer. And all that is sprinkled about is blood. Days pass me by no longer, only the dreams of what was, but can never be again. Surely you jest when you question this question's importance. Say I opt for that there fair-featured sovereign of a skull. What happens if I play the part of the aforementioned wizard, and swap its rugged lip? I, yes. Who is I then? Were I sure that the soul houses within the chest, within one's little toe? You... oh...
I concur. Pick a new skull if you want one. It's not going to change who...
But of course. Why was I so blind? The soul is not of the body, it is of the spirit. What? Where in the blazes? The last I knew was an orc coming at me with an axe.
Once I split a human so clean in half, all his innards stayed firm as apples in his gut.
Hello again. Do you bring good news? They've survived this carnage so far by concealing themselves. Savages by savages employed. But you're not like the brutes inside those walls. No. You approached me with hand, no? They must be squashed. Jinxica is my name. And I had many friends here. If you come to this village, a kind but the dark invaders would that in each life they took infused their... The human tribe came shortly after. They...
What's this then? Who in the hells are you? And where am I? These aren't my bones. I was switched skulls? What do you want about, you loon? This is intolerable. I used to be an important man round these parts, you know. I demand respect.
Switching skulls did make him swap souls after all.
On the bright side, we seem to have answered one of the world's oldest questions.
The dog looks up at you with misery-ridden eyes. Its tail doesn't wag, and when it tries, the dog hangs its head, then looks north. Filled with fury, it barks no...
It's all mother, I'll say. The humans.
Something's there.
Is it against orcish custom to take a dip in the river?
You must be itching to lose your fingers if you dare disturb my camp, human.
What are you playing at, Toadskin? Watch how you address us, you betters.
Yeah, piss off then. Go and gab amongst yourselves like a pair of chickens. What? I could ask the same of you, small bones. I don't go stopping up to you in the ballet class demanding to know which pirouette you're doing. What? That's disgusting. A tiny pink-fleshed human and an orc like myself.
Ollie, we can't hide forever.
Hide what? You think this stranger knows anything about the two of us, old freak? I tell you now, that twerp don't know a thing.
Enough, Ollie. Enough. Surely this stranger has no reason to put us in harm's way. We're all sworn immaculates here, are we not? There are certain secrets that perhaps...
Well, first thing you have to understand, we orcs aren't made to love it all. Nah, we're born devoted to our queen, and to her we turn all our attentions. To seek fulfillment outside the queen's graces. Well, when we first took the village, I couldn't tell Orfreg apart from the rest of the pink little ants scurrying about.
As for me, Ulor stood out right away. The curve of his horns, his regal bearing. He was fascinating. I'd never seen an orc as anything but an enemy, but...
You suppose? Oh, I thought you were aiming to slit my throat the way you were watching me.
I couldn't help myself. It was almost supernatural. But when Ulor marched over to me, club in hand, to address my strange behaviour...
Love at first sight, if you can believe it. I came over aiming for a fight, but all I found in Ulfric's eyes was, well, whatever it was. It hasn't left me...
Please, if you've any mind for sparing two fellows a terrible fate, you'll swear to keep our secret to yourself.
Dunn's probably lost the bloody...
And so let us speak the oath.
Oh, friend. Your words are a great relief to my beloved and I.
You said it was me who pocketed it.
Now in a second, you supposed to know what you did to the little thing. I haven't got a hold of it.
Ah, the rustle of a tutu and the tinkling of bells.
Oh, I'm dripping.
Soaked to the skin! I'm drenched.
Big ugly brute making me do his dirty work.
Many rats scurrying in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
I feel like I just had a long bath in a cold lake.
I'm drenched.
Come, let's have another round before we get too drunk to read the cards.
I'll win this one. Goddess is with me.
Garrick was a kind sort of fellow. Always shared his lunch with the god's fairer creatures. Imagine our dismay when that big...
Many rats scurrying in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
Garrick was a kind sort of fellow. We've already found 3 villagers hiding in this place. They dragged them into the warehouse cellar, and I haven't...
Drinking a breather. Blood brothers of Jarl, stuck in this orc-infested dump. I swear I'll start taking heads if we don't get out of here soon. Conduits or...
Yeah, why not? 15 gold.
You there! The armory's off limits, you hear? Take another step and you'll be looking for your teeth at the end of a ream, because it's a goddamn crime scene, isn't it? Our bloody bloods. Everybody's pointing their grubby little fingers at Garrick because he was on guard duty at the time. Yeah, it may be a tad suspicious that now he's missing. I mean, just look at this shattered door. There's Orkhead Bot written all over it. But I'm done talking about this mess. Ask Jarl if you're so bloody interested. I told you where you'd find your teeth, didn't I? Now bugger off! Goddesses, tits are parched.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine,
There's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Just the one coin for me.
Good cards, 3 shiny ones.
And back to me. I'm gonna call it, lads. Now for the flop. 2 of clubs. 8 of hearts. Finally, Ace of bloody spades again.
What was the minimum? 5 gold? Fine.
I'll call and raise you another prize.
Cheers. Though I wish they
It
were
never
other
rains,
folk
but it
around
pours, eh?
Blood brothers of Jarl, stuck in this orc-infested dump. I swear I'll start taking heads if we don't get out of here soon.
Maybe a Blacklander, but you could be of some use yet. Sneak up behind Matilda and stick a decade in, would you?
15 gold.
scurrying in and out of this hole.
These big green goons certainly can't handle their alcohol.
By order of the Old Mother, huge discounts on magic balls. Oh, my auger's flame kindles at your approach. In the market for some magic anything and everything left behind by vermin after we've exterminated them. And I must say, some of these roaches have mighty fun. Back again, I see. Of the elements world beyond your control? Fear not, I've every scroll you need. Soon the flames will dance at your behest, and yours alone.
So readily in the hearts of foot soldiers.
Do not cross the sword clan of Chatteroff.
And howl about avenging the 7 stars of Alpha Moon. Without the third stone, you are free of dying. I wish they were all
Best not to get on her bad side.
Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder!
Sodden all the way to my foot soles.
You may be a flatlander, but you could be of some use yet. Sneak up behind Gratilda and stick a dagger in.
Many rats scurrying in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
That old rat catcher calls himself king, but there can be only one.
Father, goddesses, tits are parched.
Then shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back. If I find your tubber-lard that did this, I'm feeding him his own netters. Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles that go up around here.
I told you.
Clean up, clean out. What am I? Hey, conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've heard Gratilda. And I do her too. I wasn't so sure she'd bang me head off after it's done. Shut your mouth and go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back. If I find your tubber-lard that did this, I'm feeding him his own netters. around here.
I told you it was a snake alongside the men. What a stupid thing.
Hey, Conduit's orders. Best not to get on her bad side. You know that.
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go and find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep? I've had Matilda. And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bang the head off that window.
Sharla and Horton. Aren't those the skeleton traders we met? Sharla in Sicile, and Horton just outside this village.
If this is to be believed, their spirits are trapped in a dark priestess's totem.
Goddess feeding him tits are parched.
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
Martin!
If I find your tubber lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own netters.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Another piece of trash? Fortune!
It never rains but it pours, eh?
By the goddesses, tits are parched!
Then shut your mouth and go get us some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
I need to dry off.
Well, by the boots.
Another human in Hunter's Edge. State your business, whelp.
Hail, Immaculate. By the sickle of Tyr Gut Gouger, I'm glad to see another human face here in Hunt.
If you fancy keeping that human face of yours, I wouldn't take my cues from the chief of the mountain apes.
Regular ray of sunshine, ain't she? Don't let her manners fool you, though. Believe me when I tell you that she's plotting against us as we speak.
and would have long given... But by the shield of the Stormbringer, she'll not outfox the sworn brothers of Tanneroth. And I sincerely hope she won't outfox the likes of you either. You belong to the Silverglen tribe, Yes, an outsider not as yet distrusted by the orcs is exactly what I need in the matter of the missing bloodstones and the matter of the wizard's house.
By order of the Old Mother, huge discounts on magic.
You always go get some wine, why don't you?
Now there's an idea with a ring to it. I'll be right back.
It's heating up.
Check. Let's see that last bloody cat.
Fine, I'll check it. Now, 6 of us.
Lady loves me. All in.
Damn it all to hell, I fall.
Come, let's see those cards.
If I find the old Tubbalard that did this, I'm feeding him his own nethers. Though I wish there were other bottoms that go up around here.
I told you it was a mistake to kill all of them alongside the men. What a stupid thing to do.
Let's have another
Hey,
round before I
Conduit's
get too
orders.
drunk to read the cards.
Best not to get on her bad side.
May
You
your
know-
sword never sully, and your shield never shatter.
The Bloodstones are the reason we came here in the first place. The conduit has need of starstones imbued with human blood, so she can create. Both the Brotherhood and the Orcs were given their share of stones, and we filled them to the brim with blood, then stored them for the conduit to collect when she returns from Phantom Forest. Last night, though, someone raided this very building and disappeared with our stones. They were being guarded by Garrick Giantbane, a son of the mountain had in trust with my life. Grutilda says he ran off with the bloodstones. The Orcs stole the stones. Of that I'm certain. Grutilda is hatching some plan, and we'll all be in dire straits indeed if it comes to fruition. Those stones make her powerful. Too powerful. We need them back. But every orc eyes us peak dwellers with suspicion. That is why I ask of you to find proof. Proof that it was an orc that did the deed. Once I have it, I have a reason to assault the orcs without risking the wrath of the conduit. I am Jarl Woodok's son, father among brothers, son among the mountains. Me and mine hail from the snow-capped heights of Tanneroth, the very thrones of the world. Our lives are devoted to the hunt. Every town and every city we find, we plunder and burn and put. Gods we have plenty, of war, of death and of victory. But now, a goddess we have too. Aye, we have seen the workings of Bloodstone, and loyal are we to she who unites in blood. The conduit asked us to do what we do best, invade and destroy. She set us on our way with a store of starstones, ready to be charged, and one... We didn't know Grutilda's dogs had beat us there by a half day, but no matter. There were still plenty of strays to be caught and bled by the time we arrived. Now all that's left is finding a way into the wizard's house. The conduit's looking for something inside. Now we're here waiting for further orders from the conduit herself. She's gone into the Phantom Forest nearby, but we expect to hear from her shortly. I only hope we'll have the matter of the missing bloodstones sorted by then. I'll not have a soul saying we of the mountain failed to follow through.
6 of us!
If I find the old Tubbalard that did this, I'm feeding him his own
Aye,
nethers.
an orc so vile it has taken rats for pets. They swarm about him like fleas do the rest of... Nevertheless, it's my belief that unlike the other males among the orcs, he's no fool. He's a spy, a discoverer of secrets. Right now he's looking for the lost wizard servants and God's protect... We would merely kill him. That rat lover on the other hand. Where we go, death is the horror that looms behind us. Where he goes, death is a mercy always out of reach. The orcs? No, I respect their warlike nature, for it's like ours. I respect their lust for slaughter. Why, you may ask? Why hate them when you and them are so alike? I hate 'em because we are alike. I hate 'em because I know ours is a hate they reciprocate with blazing fury. Like two dragons are we that must share a single lair. Can't be done. So it is with the Sworn of Tanneroth. And so it is with the Orcs of the Wild. One day the battle must be. One Gratilda is worshipped like a goddess by her troops, and she rules like a deity too. All-knowing, all-powerful and merciless. She's smart and ruthless, truly an opponent to be feared. The Conduit was wise to go to the Orcs with promises of allegiance, for they are a force that few in Rivellon can withstand. But she also knows that the pact cannot last. She's well aware the Orcs will eventually go their own way. She needn't fear them, of course. The Conduit is constructing an army of warriors even the Orcs behold with dread. But it is we brothers of the mountains that may have to bear the brunt of their onslaught when things go. Gratilda knows the pact was never meant to last. She understands she's being used as a battering ram, as a tool to breach the gates and clear the path to triumph, only to be discarded. She knows, and she's plotting her revenge. I can see it in those feral eyes of hers. She's surrounded by her elite. She whispers poisonous orders in the ears of her vile rat herder. No, it's no coincidence all her bloodstones have gone, and with the Spinebreaker at her side, it's a terrible nightmare she's concocted. Gratilda's hulking, horrible dog, built like a brick house and with a mind as black as pitch. There's no indignity he wouldn't inflict on any man. Gratilda stores him above the tavern and sends him playthings one at a time. A sentence worse than death.
Cheers. Though I wish there were other bottles.
I don't know much about him, to be frank, and I don't care to. The Conduit says he's in possession of an artifact she needs, which is why we've been trying to gain entry to his house. But by the boots of our lag troll tramper, the key hasn't been forged yet that will unfasten. The deal is this. When we attacked Hunter's Edge, we and the Orcs had the village completely surrounded to ensure no one could escape. The plan was a good one, for only some blacksmith and his wife. The wizard and his servants eluded us, but we know that the servants at least are still hiding somewhere around town. We need to find those damn people so they can tell us how. My men have been searching the village non-stop, and the Orcs have put their rat herder on the job. But we also have some surviving villagers holed up down in the cellar. An Orc torturer, courtesy of Gratilda, has been trying to find out where the servants are hiding, but has no finesse whatsoever, and almost instantly kills his victims. We've offered to do it for him, but Gratilda remains adamant he's the best of the best. Maybe you'd have better luck, though, if you're up for a spot at...
Great grim gods, comrade. The Spinebreaker. Norok, he's called. I must face him. Face him and destroy him before he can claim another victim.
Let's get the ball rolling here. 5
A personal vendetta. Is that what you call aiming to smite a monster whose own name is Spinebreaker? Comrade, I'll...
3 of diamonds. Listen, fellas, you got room for one more, don't you? Fellas, look, I don't want drank all the best, eh?
Cheers.
There's no reason to keep it
Oh, I
going.
wish there were other bottles.
No, of course, surround yourself with a rusty mace. Why don't you think you can hold women alongside the men? What a stupid...
Damn it all to hell, I'd fall.
Hey, Conduit's orders.
Let's see those cards.
Best not to get on her bad side. You know that. Bloody
Yeah, but her orders don't cure my fever.
Then go find yourself a sheep if you're so bloody hot and bothered.
A sheep?
Let's have another round
I've
before
had
we
Gratilda.
get too drunk.
And I'd do her too if I wasn't so sure she'd bang me head on back to Window.
The goddess is with me, I'll feel it. May your sword never sully, and your shield...
You the one Jarl sent me to replace the ham-fisted toadskin downstairs? About bloody time. The beast down there goes through prisoners like Gilda Godsword goes through a son of the mountain, am I? And a blood brother of Jarl besides. Chief placed me in charge of guarding the hatch to the prison cellar. Knows I won't hesitate to split the throat of any man. Jarl gave you the all clear to try your hand, did he? All the better. That big brute downstairs hasn't the faintest idea what he's doing. Clubs witness after witness over the head, smashing him to bits, but...
Go get some wine, why don't you?
Now for the
Now
turn.
there's an idea with a ring to
Bring
it.
him down.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Get back in there. Here to take over for those half-wits, are you? Thank the goddess's gilded garter. Now we'll get some progress on my assignment. Well, we guards are Jarl's eyes and ears, see? We keep watch over these prisoners, sure, but we listen in on the goings-on inside the torturer's chambers, too. Never know what them greenskins could be withholding. Not to mention the way they keep the armory under lock and key. The man in charge is a great green goon, an orc named Law. At his right hand, he's got a snivelling little goblin named... well, I reckon it don't much matter. Their heavy-handed inquisition has killed so many... standard fare. Frightened good-for-nothing weaklings if I ever saw 'em. There's 2 in lockup now, with a 3rd getting the treatment on the torturer's rack. Grottilda keeps it locked tighter than a chastity belt, she does. I sometimes wish Chief hadn't granted so many of her bleeding demands, but I suppose he thought it better to keep the peace. One of her soldiers has got the key to the place. Myself, I've never seen the inside. Wouldn't surprise me a bit to hear the orcs are keeping...
Shut tight. All is right.
Are you gonna get out, are you? You won't look so shiny-eyed when that big mean orc comes for you.
I'll tell you a thing. Do what you will. What a mess! Isn't there a tidier way to do this? I'll not tell you a thing. Do what you will. You can poke my eyes out with that great gnarled horn of yours. I won't talk.
You can do what you like with us, you monsters. Justice will find you in the end.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Get back in there.
Kill me now, then. Go on. Do. You can
This
poke my
place
eyes
reeks
out with
of
that
blood
great
and
gnarled
worse.
horn of yours. I won't
I suppose this is where Grutilda's worst cruelties are carried out.
Pressure about the temples.
You mean talk? Ah, law cannot work in these conditions. Smash is art. Law need Law, a craftsman of blood, breaker of bone.
Yes, pigskin. Who are you to question we who preside over the tender skin of traitors?
Law only halfway through creative.
Of course, Law, of course. Though I do wonder what this pigskin thinks he can do better than your...
Human bleed better than us. Human squish flat better than us.
Sounds awful.
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
This again? Ow! Law can't concentrate with all these distractions.
A challenge, you say? Why, Law, that could be rather interesting, don't you?
Law make human crumble. Law make human beg. Law face any challenge with one hand.
Well, Law, for the sake of space, perhaps we'll confine this challenge to knowledge. I'll present a test of 4 questions. If our challengers...
Wait a second. Law not
And so the test begins. Questions the first. You are asked to ascertain the location of a hidden stash of gold. Your source refuses to talk. What shape ought you carve into the source's belly to get what you desire? A ring of roses or a 4-pointed star?
You can poke my eyes out with that
That's
great
right.
gnarled...
A ring of roses.
I see. And what does Law think?
Law thinks the human is correct.
Question the second. You've determined that the best way to compel your source to speak is not through manipulating his body, but his mind. You desire to induce nightmares so horrifying, he would do anything to escape their hold upon him. What you drop upon his tongue to...
You can do what you like with us, you monsters!
That's right. Bile of Banshee.
Peel the pigskin. Pardon me. Habit, you see. Your answer is noted. Law, what say you?
Human must be a good guesser. Law agrees.
Question the third. A source has been delivered to you, but time is of the essence. Which ought you to slice to make the source speak?
gnarled horn of yours, I won't talk.
No, it's the lips.
All right, we'll do it your way.
A bold choice. And you, Sir Orc, what do you think?
Easy as goblin strangling. The human's wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
Now for the final test. Question the fourth. Once enraged bull scorpions have been applied to a source's face, how long does one have to extract information before the mouth swells shut? 3 long minutes?
No, it's 3 long minutes.
All right, we'll do it your way.
What's that? Law was imagining turning a human into a bloodstain. But, Law supposed his human answered right.
Law has swept the competition with 2, while the pigskin has failed miserably with a score of 1. Perhaps a bit less pressure about the temples.
You me talk when Law smashed.
Agreed. Yet, if I may...
Kill me now, then. Go on, do it.
...to the skull will not make him talk. They will most likely end up killing him. Yes, Law, of course. But if we're not careful, we might smash...
I'll not tell you a thing. Do what you will.
Too hard?
So hard that perhaps the human will die before he speaks.
Maybe you die before you speaks.
I'll not tell you a thing. Do what you will.
Of course. Only a suggestion.
What a mess! Isn't that a tidy way to do
Ready to
this?
smash. Ready, you me?
Kill me now, then. Go on, do it.
Oh, hello, oh wise and brilliant one. Come to teach us a thing or two.
This again? Ow! Law can't concentrate with all these distractions. Human silly chatter upset Law's craft. Human smash and bash
A fresh pair of hands, are you? Please, you must kill me now. I will withstand anything, and would rather die 1,000 deaths than offer a word to the enemy. Or what? You'll destroy me? I welcome it, but there's something different about you. You don't look like the savages that ransacked our town. In fact, you're like the wizard, aren't you? A being of great power.
What a mess! Isn't that a tidier way to do this?
If he's done making a ruckus, perhaps he'll be
There's a tunnel in this cellar, known to most only through legend. Explore the back wall of the farthest room in this dank place and you'll find it. And if you can help me find freedom through the tunnel, I'd be willing... Well, I'd tell you how to find the wizard's servants. You've proven yourself no friend to the beasts who destroyed our town. Perhaps you can help those in hiding as you've helped me. Speaking of the others, have you spoken to the other prisoners locked in this terrible place? We mustn't leave them here to be discovered by a second wave of brutes. What's that? They're coming. They've heard us. They're coming. This chaos. Not you lot again. Oath and Hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This savages. Back for more blood, are you?
Light as a feather!
Looks like
Back for more blood, are you?
What's going on in there? It sounds awful.
This chaos. Savages. Back for more blood, are you? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This chaos. This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This not you lot again. Oath and Hissy, was it? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This not you lot again? Oath and Hissy, was it?
Fear my death!
This chaos. This chaos. This chaos. This chaos. This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This savages. Back for more blood, are you? This chaos. This chaos. This chaos. This savages. Back for more blood on you. This not you lot again. Oath and Hissy, was it?
Stun!
This savages. Back for more blood on you.
Sweet relief.
Oh, what's that gleam?
Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages. Hail, my heroes, and good riddance to those hateful savages. thank you enough for dispatching those brutes. You made short work of those monsters. If not for you, I'd likely have been trampled flat or crushed if you can prove your goodwill. That is, if you can help me escape this terrible place once and for all, I'd... Free! I'm free! Free! I'm free! I cannot thank you enough for dispatching those brutes.
No glory in this death.
Rascal's grenade!
I've got just the thing!
What on earth? A tunnel? It must have been uncovered by prisoners long ago.
Who knows how many doomed it led to freedom?
Excuse me. You seem a kindlier sort than these guards. Please, have you heard anything of our dear Nolan? They took him some time ago, and we've been hearing such terrible sounds coming from...
Hello again, stranger.
Our saviour. I know not why you take pity on us, but I thank you for your kindness. But wait! We can't take a step toward freedom without Nolan. He lives! Oh, by the blessed Seven, we thank you. The terrible ordeal he must have gone through. You've cleared the way? Our hero rises to every challenge.
I cannot thank you enough for dispatching those brutes. You made short work of those monsters. It's too good to be true. You found the tunnel then? All set?
Too accustomed to the set of corpses.
If we do our job, these will be among the last we find.
More misery!
More misery!
More terror!
More terror!
With you. I cast from the depths of my will.
I thought we'd left danger behind us.
Dead walk among us.
trusty weapon of the Frosted North.
Fleet of foot. I'm invincible.
How could that happen?
Chill to the bone.
tiny cuts that will never ever heal.
Let us make them pay, friends.
Well, it smells like an infected foot, but we've cleared the last of the mushrooms.
I'm sure the bats won't mind.
Into the fray once more.
Back on my feet again. Into the fray once more.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
I feel quite dire.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
It seems we weren't the only prisoners to find passage in this tunnel, but it seems our predecessors didn't have a hero to guide them. How swiftly you cleared the way. It's like the sun after a long and frigid winter. But perhaps something I overheard could be some compensation for your troubles. One of the orcish brutes mentioned that Grutilda is collecting quite the stash of loot. You can find the entrance...
What news? What an invaluable friend you've been to me. And now I'll endeavour to return the favour. The hidden villages, yes? The wizard prepared a special hiding place for them. A cellar outside their home, concealed by a massive black boulder. First, and now freedom. Freedom and sunlight.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Bloody floods! We can't pass through here.
Blast! And me without my swimming trunks.
heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Back on my feet again.
Nothing all the way to my boot
What a
soles.
deluge!
Feeling hot under the collar.
Baking like a cake.
Is that one of them lovely bay water felts? Oh, no, false alarm. Just a few yards of intestine.
It never rains, but it pours, eh? I need to dry off.
I say you're so stupid the key probably fell from your pocket while you were squatting over the latrine.
What is it that
Is you one of them doting spits looking for the bit? Well, some say death, but it's a second life, and they a lovely sight up there, all in a row. Sang 'em up myself, I did. Each of the little darlings, a sweeter sight I could ask for.
Queen of Diamonds. Finally, I ain't so bloody bad again. What was the minimum? I go. Even the old man has this thing. Going to crawl that, man. Come inside. Come out. Go. Out the turn.
I never did much care for the turn myself. I'm more of a caretaker, you see. The world's a wild place, unpredictable at best. But here, upon these gallows, there's peace, calm, condemned in this life, perhaps. But when they come to rest in my lucid, their sins are washed away. These aren't thieves and murderers and traitors, you see. After I've laid them to rest here, they're pure as angels. Most of them, yes, but that's far from my only order of business. Our great Queen Grachilda is no stranger to getting her claws bloody, and she'll not hesitate to pluck out a pair of eyes or look at I handle all the dreaming dears when she's done with them all the same. Whether they're my little ones or hers makes no difference. I'm happy to bring them here to rest among me and mine. It should be an honour. Where ought we to start? Pauline came first, the little rogue. A human he was, and Grachilda ordered him hanged while Jarl was out on the hunt. He was the first. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. The fussy little dear didn't want to go to sleep. No. Kicked and screamed, he did. But he started to calm down a bit after I strung him up. Oh, my little Tierlo. He was a sweet one right from the start. A thief, I think he was in his last life, but he accepted what was to come easy as pie. The guards handed him to me, limp as a doll and shivering with fright. I strung him up nice and good, He was one of Grachilda's. After some impertinent question or other, I believe it was. Impertinent questions. A plague among we orcs they are. Well, Grachilda dispatched him, but it was I who collected the great heavy deer and strung him up here. Grachilda said he'd be a...
Grachilda over the edge, does it?
Feeling hot under the
You
collar.
there. Tell me, how's your vision? Any ailments in the liver or spleen? Lost ones are everywhere these days, after all.
Nice as a cat, that one. Let's have a look around before I get too drunk to read the cards. Oh, goddess is with me. Even the old man can pass this sneer in a single blow.
Seven's my lucky number, so 7 it is.
What do you call that, Skip? Oh, that's it.
Going to call that, man.
Come inside.
I'm a servant to the goddess, of course. One of the first among her enlightened in Revellon, and certainly how much better the lost serve her as bone automatons. My expertise as a necromancer is they end up with their brains a bit, well, scrambled. What about that one? Look how it skulks around. Neither orc nor enlightened. I'll bet no one would even notice if it disappeared.
Now, I won't hear another word about it. Only the guilty go to
Did someone even have a door open?
Rare's the innocent in these trying times, brother. I'll take the blood, and you take the body. A fair deal.
Warm as dragon's breath!
Potent heat.
What is it that you so enjoy about death?
Well, some say death, but it's a second life, I say. A peaceful one, a quiet one.
You there. Tell me, how's your vision? They end up with their brains a bit, well, scrambled. You can find such a fellow opining over skull. I'm a servant to the goddess, of course. How much better?
Toasty!
Look, there. Again, the lost one.
It's heating up.
I told her
Oh, now for the turn card. Ace of hearts.
You aim so low, Ogma. Think of all the little deals you could have if you took matters.
Warm as dragon's breath!
Fine, in the market for some premium gear, are ya?
Too rich for my blood. I fall.
Let's see those cards.
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
What do we have here? Phew, reinforcements. No need for a supple young kitten like yourself here. Do you pretend not to know me? The All-Mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. The rats, kitten. Rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat. Lost lands, yes, flee the slaughter. Not enough. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servant of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least our mother, yes. And we do suckle from the teat of her goodwill. An iron fist in an iron glove is our Gratilda. She doesn't tolerate failure any more than I tolerate a spring nymph stealing glimpses of me during bath time. No, Shira. What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head in a tight little bun and my quill at the ready, you're perfectly disciplined, aren't they? They'd obey my every command.
What do you call it?
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Enough. Leave immediately, and I'll
I'm overheating here.
cutting your tongue.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
I could do with a cold drink.
Even vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Texts of every kind. Get them before they turn to ash.
You've gone to the count of one. Oh, even the old mother has this stealing a secret.
I'm overheating here!
Thank for more. Anything in it. Thank for more. Can't say I'll blame ya. The old mother selected this stock herself.
What is it that you so enjoy about death? I wish you the best from serving the gods in a life of peace. Let the lost die that we may live.
This will is horrific. Even Sermon leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
How you doing, lingering around here anyway, Ethan?
Matilda doesn't tell you a thing, does she? We're waiting to fight the final battle. The time is nearly nigh.
Even Vermin leave behind a worthy scrap or two.
Did someone leave an oven door open? I prefer to drown my sorrows with ale.
This was getting thirsty by the day. Well, not to worry. We're sorry without our blessing. There are more barrels to be found yet.
Too rich for my blood. I fold.
I don't
It's heating up. Toasty!
from serving the goddess. A life of peace, I say. Let the lost die that we may live.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Someone's there.
Baking like a cake.
Dunce probably lost the bloody thing.
Nearly empty? So soon? Better get the water pail. Oh, and you immaculate face in town. What a pleasure to serve you. I've a deal running now. Double the whiskey for any and all who Oh, I'm nobody at all. Just the old tavern keeper in this here village. Things have been, well, especially with my wife and kids gone. I prefer to... Oh, swell, guys. Oh, you might imagine me a wee bit utterly exhausted, but I wouldn't have it any other way. After all, the scenery's certainly changed in recent weeks, I'll tell you that much. Used to be a quiet sort of place. Family folks, you know. Never can't say why we were overcome so quickly. Can't say why so many of us were cut down over those shiny stones. An immaculate like you know better than me, I suppose. Yes, I suppose an immaculate just like you might have been the one who held my son's head back while Gratilda sliced his throat open. Oh, but who's got time to think on the past? That way lies danger, I say. I only know that... What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armoury, but save bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge in the course of my work. I appreciate your concern, dear friend, but I'm doing quite all right in my own fashion. What can I do you for? Now there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour, and sits always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, or arguing some point of his left hands against the better sense of the right. I tell you, someone like that's twice as terrifying as one of these big ornery brutes that I am. But I'll tell you, I never served a lot quite like these Goliaths. They drink like elephants and pay like... Well, they don't pay at all. Then again, each glass brings us closer to the last of the whiskey, though. My bowels shrink when I think what'll happen when we get to the bottom of the last barrel. We've already exhausted the tavern supply. but I've been pilfering. Now, that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Knew all there was to know about distilling whiskey, he did. Oh, what I'd give for a barrel of Glenn's good stuff now. These orcs wouldn't know what hit 'em. Look, stranger, I've been through hell and back 1,000 times in the last week alone.
Thought you said it was me who pocketed it.
How in the second if am I supposed to know what you did with that damn thing?
If you keep that up, we're through. It'll be the noose for me and the rat for you. Is that what you want?
Keep what up exactly? I was only having a bit of fun.
Even a local smell the enemies in this place. I
You
won't
know
stand.
damn well I
I
wouldn't
won't
touch anything
lose
of
you over a
yours.
silly Get against Dorcas.
The rustle of a tutu and the tinkling of... Well, first thing you have to understand, we orcs aren't made to love it all. Nah, we're born devoted to our queen. And to her we turn all our attentions. To seek fulfillment outside the queen's graces, well, it's a trick when we first...
As for me...
You suppose...
I couldn't help.
Love her first.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Never at your service. What can I do? We've hit a bit of a rough patch, I'm afraid. Immigration's a real... And then there's the rate of crime. Shot up terribly recently, what with the mass slaughter that took place. Busy days, but don't you worry.
I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Keep in the meantime.
That's so.
Feeling hot under the collar.
I'm overheating here!
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
How can I help you, my friend? He has a residence at the far end of town. Know that nevertheless, his house...
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
sodden all the way to my boot soles.
This boulder looks strange. Unreal, even. This boulder looks strange. Unreal, even. This boulder looks strange. Unreal, even.
If I find the old tubber lad that did this, I'm feeding him his own medicine.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
I guess those humans...
Matilda the Great. I've got my eye on you, small bones. Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them all the less pleasant later. Maybe for you. Me, I like to know a bit about my haggis. Human haggis. Been too long, hasn't it, brother?
Of course, it'll be for a moment. What can I do you for? That I am. But I'll tell each glass brings... Now, that was a man dedicated to fine liquor. Knew all there was to know about distilling whiskey, he did. Oh, what I'd give for a barrel of Glenn's good stuff now. These orcs wouldn't know what hit 'em.
Come on, hurry it up with the whiskey. You fancy getting your throat slit like your pretty little family. Everything's smaller than a human man. Useless love. I have heard the roughness of the god of whiskey and this vehicle, mate. Blind them. Well, as I ain't not gonna help. A bit of study is downright edgy for you. Oh, edgy frying. Lottie daft. Ought I call you all father now? Better quit that blasphemy before she hears you. Again. you see that? I could have sworn that rat just winked at me.
I suppose you're just that handsome, are you?
Even the vermin take notice. Who do you think it was what took Gollum's all?
Why are you so
You've been shut in a bloody squeak page again. Is you one of them, those little...
Your mother's orders are the only ones we hear.
This swill is hardly better than swamp. Right away, my good man.
Bit of study is downright listening.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier disturbs me, I take his head to compensate for my time. Leader, a word that hardly suffices. I lead them as far as the head leads the body. They serve me and live in service to me. I am their all-mother. I am loved by them. I am craved by them. I choose from among them he who pleases me, and I destroy the rest. Naturally, there are few finer pleasures than standing before the fruits of one's labor. A stack of gold, and goods to one side, and sopping sinews and bone. I've developed a particular affinity for tenebrium of late. The sheen of it rather pleases the eye. My boys know not to keep a shard of the miserable, you say? I quite like it. Save the altogether hideous pink apes infesting the place. But exterminating them, the townsfolk here were no different from those in the north. The larger ones beg me to spare the smaller ones. The smaller ones bleat like lambs for the larger ones. Yet they each squeal just the same when you split. Yes, I dare say the wizard won't be so pleased with himself for evading us when he returns. His servants' entrails will be wreathed among his grapevines, and the rest of the villagers are already hacking away in the tenebrium. Our conduit didn't describe every detail of her plan to her mold-eyed pets in the mines. Well, no matter. It hardly concerns you, unless you can break... But that's a matter of magic. Not the erotic virtues of your mother's rot-rancid corpse. I doubt anyone from Silverglen will be of use. So it seems. But even the cleverest magician cannot conceal his tricks forever. The wizard may have fled, but he left a passel of servants behind. But how very obvious! Who better than a cow to bring a frightened calf back into the herd? Surely you and that bootlicker's sensibility of yours ought to have an insight or two into where a servant might seek sanctuary. Our rat-catcher, regrettably, seems to be in need of some direction in the matter.
Who knew vermin could harbour such useful relics? Share in the plunder.
The deer has certainly earned his moniker. Norok is my best boy, the pinnacle of orcish devotion. His child's mind and brick-hard arms make him the perfect soldier. It would do you well not to cross me, whelp. For if I tire of dealing with you, I'll simply have you sent upstairs to the Spinebreaker. He knows just what to do with the toys Mummy Dearest sends him. Have had the pleasure of making his acquaintance. Careful. He was only just released from the hangman's cells. What was the case? Ah, yes. I believe he ordered his rats to chew out the tongues of every last infant within a way. He's dangerous, yes, and quite mad. But I'd trust him with my own neck. There's not an orc in Riverland that would dream of crossing Grutilda. no matter how mad. Resk.
The mind
You've got to the count of one
of a child
before me.
A monster like that.
Sometimes the most
rather
brutal
fleshy,
beasts
Resk.
know not their own strength.
Have you always been such a gluttonous idler?
Oh, Mother!
You ought to make use of whatever lumps of flag you have.
What is it, Monkey Face? The All-Mother won't tolerate your distracting her right hand. She is the sun and the moon, the mother of all and the sister of none.